you tell us what happened to Nathan O'Brien and his grandparents?
Real crimes.
We did not know where she was.
Real people.
You're so frozen in fear.
Real journalism.
We're hoping we could talk to you about the death of Mika Jordan.
Veteran crime reporter Nancy Hixt.
That is a look at the award-winning global news podcast Crime Beat that is back with their third season today. Listeners can join crime reporter Nancy Hixt as she takes you behind the scenes of some of Canada's most high-profile cases.
Now, the podcast has been a tremendous success with more than 6.2 million downloads since its launch, and Nancy Hixt joins us now. Nancy, good morning. Nice to see you again.
Good morning. Thanks for having me again.
All right. Did you ever imagine when this podcast began that it would grow into what it is today?
You know, I had no idea. I just knew that I had so many stories that I wanted to share and so many families who had voices that needed to be heard. So I am so grateful to everyone out there who's been listening. So thank you.
So Nancy, what can listeners expect from this season?
Well, I'm excited to have everyone ride along with me as I take you inside of a brand new set of cases that I've worked on, many of which I can only describe as mind-blowing. The first episode shares a case that most people can relate to. Two neighbors met for the first time on a sunny spring afternoon and decided to get together for a barbecue later that night. But just hours later, the night took a dark turn. It's a case that will leave you questioning what horrors you can encounter just 2 doors down.
All right. Meantime, Crime Beat is also the first Canadian podcast that's actually been turned into a TV series. You can see it Saturdays right here on Global. And this weekend, Nancy, we understand that the show is actually going to look back and revisit an infamous cold case that was just solved last week.
Now, this case was unsolved since 1984. It is the homicide of Christine Jessup, and my colleague in Toronto will be updating this case for you, so I hope everyone will tune in and watch Crime Beat on Global TV this Saturday night.
Well, I'm going to reiterate some of this so people can definitely tune in and that they can listen to you. You can listen to Nancy Crime Beat on Apple Podcasts or your favorite podcast streaming service. And you can catch, as Nancy mentioned, Crime Beat, the TV show, Saturday nights on Global. Nancy, so great connecting again.
Thank you so much for having me. It was great to see you guys.